Hello, it's another day that the Lord has blessed me with a beautiful sunny day. Hmm? That the Lord has blessed me with. Yeah? And today I have a question. Yeah, but by the way, I ask myself this question many times, oftenly. Like, you find that I start asking questions. Okay, I know everyone does. We all hear that we all have an angel. Everyone in this world has an angel that is either protecting them or they are just there. But there's an angel that has been assigned to them to watch over them in this earth as long as they go to. Okay, this is how people say it. As long as you have God's presence in near you. Am I the only one who wishes that they can see that angel? Like, I just want to see my angel for just 5 seconds. I just say hi to them. And do that. I just. God's name may be praised, will be praised. I just want to see them anyway. I've never had that experience to see an angel. Yeah, there's that glory that you can even tell from the story of Jacob when he was going to. Where was he going to? I don't remember. I assume that one of the angels was his own, and the other one was from the Lord. Was a messenger from the Lord. And now he fought them so that he can get the blessings. If I think of it, me I will do the same. By the way, I get that angel. That angel appears to my life. Bro, I'm fighting with you. You must leave me the blessings. The blessings which come from the Lord and which make an impact in your life. Look at Jacob. What he had multiplied after he touched it. Whatever he owned was started to multiply, and that is why Laban took advantage of that. He saw that this person, I'll make a deal so that these blessings continue to stay with me here. You find that there are people who are just blessed. Like, it comes so naturally to them that they don't struggle like others. Me, I decide I'll start to fuga. I start dairy farming with some sheep. Find that okay. I'll have the sheep and they will multiply, but not at that rate where it is divinely what do we call it? It's the word is not intercept, but it is they are dividing divinely. Like, there's no spiritual drive behind it. So you find that you struggle a lot. You have to go through the legal way, and you don't have to go through a legal way. Whereas this, okay, let me call it a shortcut, because you can do that. You can manipulate the spiritual world so that you can get what you want. I really ask myself that question because it comes. I really wish I could see my angel. I don't know. I even ask myself, are they here? Are they near me? Or they are in heaven? When now they are in need, they just poor. They just come to me. Today I've read the word from, is it Matthew 28? Matthew or Mark? Should be there too, but it starts with thy name. Matthew or Mark. Okay, likely Mark 28. So this is the last chapter of Mark. So it talks of Jesus after he resurrects. After he resurrects, there's Mary who comes who wanted, actually they usually went there so that they can clean his, I don't know what they were doing, but either to clean his body, but I don't think so. Or is it to put, anyway, whatever. I don't remember what they were doing there. I can't quite remember. But it has to do something with that. So, after Jesus had resurrected, we find that they go. They felt the urge to go and visit that tomb. And on their way, before actually they reach, this is how I think so. This how I view it. This is what I think. Maybe when they were approaching the Nini, the angel was watching from, let's say, from heaven, from above, from from beyond earth. They are watching, and they can move very fast. They can move from heaven. I hear that there's a seventh heaven in there. Apart now, we move from the planet, our galaxy, Milky Way galaxy. You go beyond. We find that there are more people. Actually, there are more than one heaven. The heaven that we know, the first one is this one that is of earth. After that, there is a second one, and the story continues that way. So you find that they can move faster than even lightning. Lightning is actually of less speed. And they can reach from heaven to here in 1 second, breaking the laws of physics. Nothing can move that fast, even light itself. Yeah, we hear that it has some speed, and with that speed, it can take some time. So that is the question that I always ask myself, and it's kind of funny that I find it interesting, because the question keeps on appearing in my mind, popping up, for that matter. I'm like, why don't it happen by the way one day? It's actually a wish that I would or like it to manifest in one of the days that I'll be here on earth, or even a couple of times. Okay, by the chances of this happening should be, bro. Okay, by the way, if I ever had that chance, I'll utilize it to the optimum, to the maximum, so that I obtain blessings from it. Anyway, fine. So today I decided that I will not do things as usual. By the way, I've decided now I'll be disrupting my schedule. See, I have decided that I'll be doing certain things. Okay, I'll be doing things in I'll be programming myself to be doing some things in a certain time. Like, let's say that Storyfy legacy, I'll be doing it in 2 hours. Oh, I decided that I'll be doing it in is it 3 hours? Yes. So that price takes 2 hours. Motion graphics takes about, is it 4 or 5 hours? And there is what else? Of course, reading. Reading, keep your mind growing. There's the Bible. There is the spirituality side of me. I must take care of that and others. So I said to myself this morning, I was actually meditating yesterday. Where you just think of random things. I thought of There's this story fireworks and Maxis. What I'll be doing is that I'll be making sure that every day I win a subscriber. And what will lead to that? What will facilitate me to do search, getting a subscriber a day? It is keep on improving on small details of the shots that you are doing. So today I'll be careful. I decided to disrupt my my schedule or whatever I do every day. Usually when I finish that hour of making myself productive and learn something, I start with doing Storyfy legacy video, a motivational video. I make it and I finish it. It usually takes about 2 hours, and after that I'm tired because you had focused for 2 hours looking at the small details, looking at you are focusing on small details. I'm starting, so I have to use much energy than others. So today I decided to shift. Whatever I do in the evening will come in the morning. Whatever I do in the morning will come in the at midday, and whatever is in the midday it will move in the evening. I'll keep on disrupting my activities so that I be prepared for anything. Okay, by the I'm preparing my mind so that it is prepared for anything and anytime that I need something. Maybe I'll be doing things in a way. Okay, let me just put it this way. I just have to prepare my mind to be anything, to be prepared for anything at any time. My focus. So I'm creating that culture. But again, considering that I have to create habits for myself. I don't want to be tied, my mind to be tied in a certain manner. Like I'm fixed in a way that I'm doing things at a fixed time. That is now timetable. And usually I don't follow timetables. So I'm making sure I'm preparing my mind to be there. It is doing the things at the right time and in the right quality and in a quality manner. But now I have to be aware that not at a fixed time. So it is really important, and I find it very swift, very convenient to do that, because you can wake up one day and you feel like, okay, today morning I don't feel like doing a video. I feel like doing something else. Like today I have decided to do motion graphics, and it has gotten me to this state where I feel joy. Motion graphics makes me somehow happy. Okay, happy is not a feeling, but I feel kind of excited. I feel like energetic, creative in a manner, calm. Actually, calm is the one that has dominated all the feelings. Calm, excited in a way, and those sorts of feelings. You can see even how I started this video has been affected by what I was doing. So today I read about the book. I read the book, The Magic of Thinking Big, and the same has reflected. I read somewhere in a sentence that in a workplace somewhere, because this guy used to, I don't know if he is right now, but he's used to staying in the office. He's that office guy. Sales guy are just people who stay in the office and they work with other people. You find that he actually describes how from the time, is it either 6 to 9, this is in the morning, affects the whole day of their work, of their workplace, or even the workers there. They are his colleagues. Whatever they do at 6 to 9 affects them the whole day. It takes it. It actually creates the vibe for the whole day. And when I think of it, it's actually very true. It turns out to be very true. Now, look at how in high school, this is in high school, the lessons that used to appear in the mornings, and they were fun. You find that you'll actually note that and observe that the first lessons that were kind of got you in a happy mood, you'll go throughout the whole day with that happiness, with that state of mind, with that emotion. Or let's say, I used to observe this a lot. Let's say that day you start, okay, you do the devotion in a way that, okay, it is boring, singing it in the lowest voice. People talked and did not talk things that they liked. You find that, okay, you are all sad somehow. You are just in that state. You just bored throughout the whole day. It will reflect the whole day. And now there's these days that we conduct the devotions in a very happy manner, in a joyous mood. You are just there. You are in high moods. You find that throughout the whole day, you just be happy. You just be. Even the teachers themselves, when they come to your class, they start to teach things. You start understanding the teacher's mood. They enter the class. You find that it is changing. By the way, it has really affected. I've learned today. The first hours of the evening are very important of the day when you are doing something or doing something productive. You have to keep your mind to this sunshine mood. You're just getting energy, good energy, and that is why I decided that the first hour of my day, I'll just be reading important things. No phone. Oh, I use the phone actually. I read the books from that. The Bible is in my phone. What else? The phone. Oh, the Bible. Now the books, self-help group books. It's now the what else? Yeah. Those are the things that I started. And now spirituality, meditating this, listening to your inner self, creating the perceptions, creating the day in your mind, so that you kickstart the day in a way. You have the energy for that, and it will lead you throughout the whole day, and you finish it. And I was very strategic, and that time is fixed. That one I cannot move it like the other ones, like the other activities that I do. Maybe in the morning I do this, in the evening I do this. Now this has shifted from evening to this. It will just create a disruption if I just move that 1 hour to maybe midday. It will just create a disruption. I must make priorities. I must put priorities into consideration when I'm doing that. So so I wanted to talk about something in particular. And now this traces back to whatever I read today. And today, this is in page what? Oh, it is in page by they started in 84, by they left in 83 or 84 to now 90. Apana. No. It should be 93 to 100. This is where I reached today. And it was talking about now helping yourself, keeping this state of productivity when you are just there, you are giving your all. This reflects now or goes to the whole of your life. And he was particularly talking about the work life and making yourself valuable, adding value to yourself. He talked of relationships with other people. And I'll start with the negative. Not negative, but in that line, in that I don't know how to describe it, but no, let me just describe it. Let me just find but then I should remove that vocabulary of I don't know how to describe, but that one should go. So you find that when you find that it is very true. If you relate with people who gossip, you'll find yourself gossiping for other people, about other people, and you find if you start interacting with those negative-minded people, you start being attracted to. You start showing signs that you are just becoming like them. So the people who you surround with, the people who you relate with personally, will really directly affect you as a person and how you think, how you perceive things, how there are those scenarios where you are this person because the environment has dictated, and for this case this environment are the people who you relate with. So when you relate with good people who have good thoughts, on the other hand now, and maybe these people are creative, they talk of good things, they don't gossip. There's a difference between gossiping and talking about other people, and there's actually a thin line. Gossiping is where you are just talking about the negative things, and now this author is he's actually telling the world through his work to always talk about the positive of other people. That is now the positive. For me, I consider that positive. Positive gossip. It's not actually gossip, but it's how I take it. And I like it so much that he's just giving these examples. There were two men. Let me just call them John and Maverick. It's actually not their real names that I have read about or are in the actual book itself, but now John is that kind of guy. In the weekends he finds something to do so that his mood is always there, he's always happy. Find that he does activities such as scouting, training his kids to do nini. In the evenings they make sure that they visit some other couples, some other families, they eat together dinner. His entire day is kind of filled with some activities, good activities that are making him busy, occupied, and again he's getting value. He's like benefiting in one way or the other, or it is benefiting others. And he's actually comparing. There's a contrast between the two. There's now that one who is very productive in the weekends, and now there's this guy called Maverick Maverick is that kind of a guy who, when it reaches weekend, he either thinks of a bar or he doesn't have something in particular that he does. He doesn't have a schedule in the weekends, and it's actually funny that he describes this guy as a, I don't know, is it me who read wrongly? He's like, we call it managu here in Kenya. What are managu? This is black nightshade vegetables. Usually, uh, when they are sold in the market, okay, this is my perception. That is not what is in the book. Um, in the market, these black nightshades, they are just put there. They just stay like that. They are dormant. They are like a stone. They are not moving. They don't have something to do. They are not, they are not bringing that vibe. And I'm like, man. This guy is that guy who, when he reaches home, he's like, he asks his wife, "What's up for this weekend?" They don't have form. We call it here in Kenya form. Kukosa form. It's that guy who doesn't have form. Hananga form. And they are like, ah, you compare between the two. And this happens every weekend. John does this for every weekend. He's always there, happy. And now there's this Maverick who is just bored. When it reaches weekend, he thinks of the bar. He starts to think of just sleeping. He sleeps a lot at Saturdays, and he extends his sleep on Saturdays. So most of the time he's just lazing around. You find that in maybe a couple of weeks, these two people are, when you, okay, he was actually thinking of what will be the end result of what is happening here. In a couple of weeks, these two people will be very different. The other guy will be always happy. He's just, and that weekend mood pushes you through the next week, and that is very true. You find that they are not. You find that John at his workplace, because of that valuable or even a well-used weekend, he is very creative. He's creating wealth. His whole being is just top notch. He's just somewhere, and he's improving every day. Rather than this Maverick who is just lazing around. He has just put himself in a system where he's just locked. Not that he's boring, but he's in a system that is controlling him. He has created that system that is controlling him. And this guy, the right advocates for just being with the right people, you find that you'll be productive. And but this has happened to me, and it has affected me directly. When you just relate with people who just gossip, talk about negative things that do not build. You can talk of things that they are just creating these negative perceptions. You are like, bro, this has affected me. It has brought me. By the way, were it not for me interacting with those people who are always negative minded, who gossip, I could not have found myself in some troubles. Like, and I'll give a very good scenario which came into my life. I don't know how, but I still regret to this day where I was at that point, at that day. at that time of the day. When you are peers, you are teenagers, you're always talking of relationships, you're always talking of girls, how you can impress them, how you can, you know, on this particular day, some people talk about porn, and you are just in the field somewhere. You are talking about some things. You're talking about some, those usual stuff that guys talk about. And porn is talked about. And this guy mentions how you can access porn. At that time, I was innocent. I was that kind of a guy who, okay, he's a good guy. I don't have any bad habits. But through that, I was able. I got curious. He mentions where you can get it. But right then, I didn't have a phone. So I get interested, and this creates something in your mind. I must try this thing out. And after that, that's where the devil comes into my life. You create a leeway, you create a door for evil to come to your life. And nowadays I'm very aware of people that I'm relating with. If you are negative and if you complain a lot, there's one thing that I'll do. If we are friends, or I have your number, I have your WhatsApp number, and you keep on complaining, bro, this cuts across everyone. You be my girlfriend, you be my friend, I'm cutting you off in a good way. I'm just trying to protect myself, because I made this conscious decision. If I ever be in a relationship with you, maybe I relate with you as a friend, as that close friend. I know they are no friends. Oh, okay, let me just put it that way. If you know you are my friend, I know you are my friend, and you start interacting in a way, you're always behaving because something has happened between the two of us. You start complaining, you start attacking me, you start complaining. Actually, the word is complaining. If I just feel that you are just complaining every now and then, to remind me of whatever maybe tumekosana in English means that, okay, we are not in good terms. So you keep on complaining, and this goes over for the longest time, maybe a few days, 2 weeks, and I find that you are posting statuses, you are talking. When we meet, we talk, you just talk of negative things. I'll right away, not even think twice, I'll cut you off, delete your number. If you are connected to any social media account, I unfollow you, I unfriend you, and that is the end of us. And not that I'll tell you, I'll do this very silently. And then after some time you realize, wait, I post, okay, right now I don't have WhatsApp. I uninstalled it, and a couple of social media apps, so that I just get out of that loop of being in the social media each and every time, even TikTok. So I interact with the social media right nowadays very rarely will you find me. Instagram is the only one, and I said the other day, I said that I don't interact it with in a personal level. I interact it with a focus. I have an end goal when I'm interacting with Instagram, because Instagram is not that app for me. I feel like the Instagram is more of painting a good picture of yourself. And I'm not that guy who is like that, who is always showing people how they are wealthy, how they are doing well in their lives. I'm not that kind of a guy. So I only have those apps that help me achieve something. So yeah, what was I talking about? I've actually forgotten. So yeah, if I find you, if I just sense that you are going to that direction, I just cut you off for my own good. And if we meet somewhere, I'll greet you just as that old friend, that ex friend, you know. And it's good. It's good to place to have value, to love yourself more than others. So, and by the way, struggle a lot. By the way, I wanted to talk about this. I really struggle a lot on establishing relationships with others. Like, like that personal relationships where okay, you feel my vibe. I wish I could have that. This guy who we can, who understands me. We understand each other. We are friends, and I can show me the way. And my prayer is that my wish is that they are good with the people. They can create connection with other people very easily, very naturally. I just learned from them because I've lacked that role model or an example that I can use so that they can create impactful, meaningful connections with other people. I really struggle a lot to even make a friend. For me, such a struggle because I don't know how to approach it. I don't know how to start it. I, I don't know who to relate with. Okay, there are people, but I don't have that drive. Yeah, I struggle a lot with it. Anyway, that's the end of today's rant. It is early in the morning. That is 7 minutes past whatever. So today, nothing usual, nothing unusual. Oh, that is actually nothing out of the ordinary. So I'm just here ranting, and I finish it. I go back. Now I'm going back to do the video Maxipy. I'm going to do that Maxipy. After that, that will be it. Now in the afternoon, that's when I create the videos, the 2 videos. Now in the evening, okay. By the afternoon, let me just go to social media. I start to post some things online. Okay, the whole afternoon I'll be creating content for Storyfy Max and Maxis. After that, I'll be done for the day. Oh, and in the evening now, I engage myself with the social media marketing, how to get followers. Win that follower every day. You find that when you win that follower, you know that you are making some progress. You are making good progress, positive progress. And yeah, I guess that's it for today's diary. I've talked of deep things in simple. I've used metaphor. I've used metaphors. Is it similes? Let me just use metaphors. I've talked of my relationship in an inside out manner, perception. And that's it. That's it for today's diary. Until tomorrow, adios.